According to an Australian exopolitician, he says that Russia is looking for an ancient space ark or spacecraft buried in Ukraine. Now we know that Crimea had a series of very ancient 7 pyramids on the coast of Crimea. And could this be credible here? An ancient spacecraft. Exopolitics deals with the hypothetical political relationship between extraterrestrial aliens and humans, which is based on the existence of terrestrial political relations with different cosmic races or intergalactic political travel, along with the contractist part, quote unquote. It's one of the weakest links in ufology and therefore one of the stigmatic reasons that has kept academics and scientists away from the topic of such an important topic like UFOs. And behold, the exopolitical aspect could not be missing in a geopolitical issue such as what's happening in the conflict between Russia and Ukraine right now that threatens to unleash a third world war and even a nuclear apocalypse. According to Michael Salla, the capture of the port city of Ukraine and the region of Oblast of Kherson by the Russian army not only responds to a strategic question but an ancient space ark, a spacecraft that is buried there. According to 2 independent sources, the space ark is buried under the Olesky Sands National Park, 46 degrees 35 minutes 19 seconds north, 33 degrees 3 minutes 1 second east, which is only 25 kilometers or 15 miles east of Kherson. It's said that the space ark is being activated and it is predicted that it will eventually start to fly through the air. This is what the Australian author writes on his website. Salla assures us this information was obtained from a military source whom he only identifies with the initials JP, who has already been on covert missions on 2 other space ark. Salla says in the details, he says 1 mission went to the moon, the 2 others have been in the Bermuda Triangle area of the Atlantic Ocean. The 3 missions were carried out jointly by the US and China, and the second mission in the Atlantic Ocean included Russia, in which they found a space ark but did not give the US access. And it is that according to his informants, this would not be a mere geological invasion of Ukraine to avoid having NATO at the gates of Russia, but part of a cleansing operation, quote unquote. The Salla goes on to say the Ukrainian deep state was trying to activate the ark, which they had found many years ago, buried under the sands in the lower southern part of the country. The ark was activated, so it was time for Putin to put it in its hands. There is a second ark in the north of Russia, but Putin already controls that, explains Michael Salla, citing an archaeologist, Elena Danan, as the source. So we know that this does not sound believable. However, one cannot deny that the story reads at least interesting and entertaining. Above all, considering the victims, refugees, and destruction implied by the warlike incursion into the territory of a sovereign and democratic nation. More than a space ark, we hope that for the good of all humanity, these 2 nations will soon find peace and understanding. This is by Infinity Explorers by Ansh Srivastava. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box.